to the Borealis Experience. I'm your host Aurora, and I'm very happy to be spending some time with you today. I hope you're doing well. I hope there's spring and sunshine and warm weather where you live, because where I live, there's lots of snow again. So depressing. All right, today I want to talk about the energy, the vibration, the mood that you send out into this world, because this is what you're gonna attract into your life. Let me explain a little bit. If you imagine being a radio station and all the people around you have their own frequency, they have their own rhythm, their own views, their own perceptions, right? We talked about it before in season 1. So the people who will feel attracted to you are the people who can relate to the stuff that you put into this world. And it's not only what you speak and where you spend your time and what you do with your life. It's a little bit more subtle. It's how you relate to your environment, how you communicate, how you express yourself, how you solve problems, how you approach obstacles, how you cheer when you are happy, and how you cry or are depressed or sad when the going gets tough. People will choose you if they can relate to you, if they feel understood, and if they feel as if you can understand them. They will not so much look out for you or want to be next to you if you keep challenging their beliefs, if you keep challenging their way of living. It is very interesting when you start healing, when you start shedding your old skin, people will start to get attracted to you, and old people or other people, I meant people that were in your life, will vanish and move out of your close circle of friends. So it is very important that you are aware of what you send out into this world in order to understand how people react to you and how they relate to you. And the only way to really find out about the energy that you put out there is to sit with yourself and to observe your thoughts and to feel your feelings. It is most of the time uncomfortable, especially if we've been running away from our stuff for the longest time. When you start sitting down with yourself in silence, all that stuff that you are trying to distract yourself from will come up, your thoughts and your feelings. And it is okay and perfectly natural to feel very uncomfortable and to feel like wanting to escape. But it is in that moment that we just have to stay and sit there and see what happens. Because this is how you can dissolve past pain. This is how you can realize, oh, I'm still resentful with that person. I still am upset because of that situation in my past. Or I'm still beating myself up for the mistake I've made. Or I still believe life is unfair and every 2 years everything will be ripped apart again. And what is the point of creating and building if change and destruction is part of life? So when you observe these thoughts, when you observe yourself thinking, oh my God, this is so useless, I'm wasting time, this is your monkey mind. And your monkey mind, also called your ego, will always prevent you from going down deep. It will try to distract you. It will try to come up with better ideas. It will try to keep you in your comfort zone. And it is that entity that will challenge you as soon as you leave your comfort zone, as soon as you want to be that new, better person. It's going to try and hold you back in that state of mind, in that lifestyle, in that addiction. But you can free yourself from it. As soon as you observe what is going on in your head, you can change it. You can be aware of it, and every time that thought, that feeling comes up, you can re-evaluate the situation. Instead of reacting and jumping back into distraction mode or reaction mode or fighting mode. I lost my train of thought. But this is what I believe is the only way to get better and to move on and to change and to start believing in yourself again, is to sit with your stuff for a little bit, to observe it, and then let it go. And then you will also be aware of what you send out there. If you're always that whiny little bitch who's sad about their circumstances, well, people cannot take that for long. They can help you and support you, but you will see very quickly that their support will get less and less, and they will try and find more and more distance between you guys. And that's a very tough reality to face, but this is just how people react when they feel overwhelmed. It has nothing to do with them not being supportive anymore. It has to do with you overwhelming your surroundings. So seek out professional help and deal with your stuff and show people that you can take care of yourself, because you're responsible for yourself, no one else. People can be your friend and they can listen and they can support, but don't make them your employees, because they will sense that and they will find a way to escape from that role as fast as they can. So again, if you sit with me here and meditation and stuff comes up and stuff is too much to handle, then reach out to a professional and get the help that you need. But if it's not that uncomfortable, just a little bit uncomfortable, I invite you to sit with it and feel it and reflect about it and try to let go, try to make peace. Ring that friend and apologize, or talk to that relative and forgive them instead of being harshly sticking to your beliefs that might not be serving you. Whenever you meditate, whenever you spend time with you alone, you will also very quickly feel, hey, am I doing well? Am I okay right now? And if not, grab into your tool pocket and grab out that thing that makes you happy again, without it being Netflix or food or substances, drugs, or any other kind of addictions. We talked about that too in episode 1, I think it was, that we need to know what makes us happy, what makes us genuinely feel good. And when you sit in meditation and you realize, oh shit, I'm not feeling good, then you just help yourself first. And then you can always reach out to a friend and tell them, hey, I'm dealing with this and I'm trying to help myself, but I'm reaching a point where it's getting tough. But give them something that shows them that you are helping yourself first. They cannot be your crutch. They're not professional counselors or doctors. They're your friend and they appreciate you, but you have to do the work. So maybe this is inviting for you to sit a little more often with yourself and to meditate with me here. And maybe I just reached the exact opposite and you're like, no, this is not what I want to deal with. Well, it's your choice, and you will heal at your pace and not at my pace. This is just an invitation. This is just a suggestion. This is how I was able to help myself, and I want to share it with the world because I know there's enough people out there who can relate to this. So thank you so much for sitting with me today, or maybe you went for a walk and reflecting about this. What is the energy you put out there? Are you strongly opinionated and have very judgmental, strong beliefs that you're trying to kind of influence and convince people? Or are you a very lean back person who just see what happens and goes with the flow and is very open-minded? There's a huge difference in that, and you will see that in how people react to you. Thank you so much for listening to the Borealis Experience. I'm your host, Aurora, and I'll be out there for you tomorrow again. Bye-bye.